Alright, I'm going to go through so I can remember, teach myself how to use Git. So this is GitHub. This is my main page. Just click on that. And so now if I want to create a new repository, go here and call this teach myself. Okay. I'm going to initialize it with a readme so we have something to play with. Create repository. So now it's here. Yay. So some main things to remember is that you can have, you make a branch right here, master branch, whatever branches you want. So let's just make a separate branch. Alright, and then the branch allows you to build stuff that's off of the master so that you can merge them later. So we go to settings here and we say default branch separate. I haven't figured out a way to like set a password or anything. I think you have to do that with the private. But anyway, so you can click on the other branch so that it gets stuck there. And we go to the main repository again and we have all this stuff. Look at the readme, we can edit the readme. Okay. And then you go bottom, you can say why or you can just commit. Okay, but now it's different right there. Okay, my first change, it says it. Alright, so now if we go to the Git console and the GitHub deal, then I'm going to show how to access it from both of these. Okay, so for some reason that's taking up more than its fair space. So you can go here and say clone. If you're inside your account, then you can say, you can click on repository, just adding it to the default directory, which is GitHub, and say OK. Now, I don't know why it's doing this. Whatever. That's how you do it on there, and then how to update and everything's pretty obvious. And so, let's go to GitHub, teach myself, and so I'm going to erase this. That new one, I just add there trying to do something beforehand. And so what we would do from the console is, you can see this is the file here, our Git file, because that's just the default and lets us have these little parameters right here. And so now I'm going to go into say git clone command. So I'm going to say clone, and then I'm going to go back to my repository, and right here there's an SSH clone and also an HTTPS clone. You can copy it and then paste, and now it's cloning the file I just made. Okay, now it's done. Now you look into our directory, it's right there, teach myself, so I say change the directory to teach myself, and so now I'm in teach myself and I am in the separate branch. I'm not in the master branch. Okay, and so let's see what this does online in the master branch. If I go online and I go to the master branch, you'll see that my first change is not there. It's because it's a separate branch. And so something that we can do, we can go over here. Oh, the point is that they're a separate branch. I just want to show that first, and then I can say git status. And right here you'll say on your branch separate, your branch is up to date with origin separate. But I can also do this git checkout and then go to the master branch, boom, and then I can say git status, and also branches up to date with origin master. And you'll notice, because I haven't changed any of the branches, all of the branches are different. And so you'll notice over here in the file that teach myself in the readme is now just teach myself. The stuff that I added online isn't there because we're in the master branch. If we say git checkout and we go back to separate, then we look at it again, we'll have the crap back because whatever's in that document folder is correlates to the branch. And so now that we're in separate, let's say that we want to make a change. Just take off. Okay, and now it's obviously different. And let's add a file to. So no reason why I'm choosing these names. And so now if we go back here and say git status, then it's going to say, okay, wait, you've modified readme and you added a text document. And then right here it says that you added a file, you modified a file, you didn't delete anything. And so there's an error. So what do we have to do? We have to say git add. So we add these to like merge file, or I don't even know what it's doing, but you have to do it. So you have to say git add, and then if you just say dot, then it does it for all of them. And so once it goes green, you see that like it does it for all these two. When you say add, it makes it so that each one of these things that's adding is actually okay. So the period makes it so that everything is added. Otherwise, you'd have to do this. For example, change again, and then save that, and then hello, and save that. And if we went to git status again, then both of those are wrong again. Except now we have two different things. We have this thing ready to be pushed up, and we have this thing that's not. So we might as well just git push just to like get out. Oh, we can't push yet. We have to merge it or commit it. Yeah. So it says it's already updated because you have to say git commit then m, which means message. Pretty much means that you're committing the changes, and m's the message, and so first commit, and so you do that. Then it committed the ones that were available, and see how it's green? That's because we need to push it. So now we say git push, and then it will push these up to GitHub Online. Alright, then it says it's done. And of course this stuff here is still not pushed up to the server. So, but if we look up here, the first things that we changed, if we go to the separate branch, are now here. Cat and dog, readme, whatnot. But the master branch still not changed. Okay, so if we go back to the separate branch, we see that it's different. Now it knows how to make two more changes. So I wanted to demonstrate the git add. We could say git. Oh, let's just go status. Let's see readme and whatnot. So now we can say git add, and we could say add in. Well, I don't know. Read.md. I don't even know. So that didn't do anything. You can also add all. And okay, yeah. So that's git add all. You can also do. I think you can also. change this. So status git commit commit changes. Yep, changes to being committed. Readme, cat dog. I'll add changes. Okay. So I say get all, and so you can do that. You can say git commit -a, and then it'll commit all the changes right now without having to like add them. So you skip that whole git add thing and you go right to just committing everything. So you notice right here that we had stuff that was added but we still need to commit, and we have stuff right here that was not yet added or committed, and then we just say commit everything, and then it asks for a message, and we just typed in a message and we closed out, and it says okay, 2 files were changed, there's 3 insertions, 1 deletion. That's just telling us what's happening. We say git push, it pushes it up, and yeah, okay, then it's done. Notice it was green, now it's blue again. And so if we also go online and we say okay, so we go here, things are all going to be different. So something else that we can do is from online we can change things inside the Git console. And so we're online, and now I'm going to change it, and so I say edit or something, right? And so change again, once again, okay, and commit the changes. Okay, and so now I have once again my readme file. Go back here to separate, say git status. 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 Alright, so it's saying that we're up to date, which I guess is true. Remember, we had to do something here. You go to git git well, see, if you try to push something, then it'll be like, then I think it'll get bad here. Separate. Remember this, if you usually try to push something and you can't, so let's go to cat and dog, let's change it again, and then now say status, and then we say git add, and we say the all command, and we add it, and we say git push. Now it should get angry at us because we aren't up to date with the master. Yeah, so you rejected fetch first, and so now we have to say git pull. So now it says, okay, you got stuff that you need to pull, change the readme file, alright, change insertion, so then you're like, okay, look at readme, once again it's there, and then you can say git push now, and then it'll actually push to the server. Now there's something important here, and that's conflicts, and so if I change something, everything up to date. Okay. Sorry, git commit isn't. Commit go. Alright, git. Okay. So before we didn't even commit our changes, but I mean, give us an error anyways. If you want me to show you, I'll double show you. Double. And so over here, you go to, once again, so now it's different, right? And if we go back here, we say git push, and it's gonna get mad, or it should, because we did updates. Yeah, see, git push rejected, error to push because you need to pull first. So now you git pull, and once you pull, it'll let you push. So now you can say git push. Okay, so I showed that in great detail. Now you always want to be, whoever is like editing a single branch, you want to do it separately, because if you don't, so if I edit a branch online and then I save it, or this could be from any other computer. So let's say this is on my computer, my friend's computer, and then I edit a file on my computer. So if you change the file in two separate locations, and then you want to commit it, and so then it's going to whatever. It worked like once. I don't know. Okay, git add, git commit. It should give us a conflict, and it's gonna get angry. Watch. Separate conflict, one file change, one insertion. And so if we say push, git push, okay, right here. The remote rejected, error, failed push, updates were rejected because of work that you did. Want to see the conflict thing. See right here. Okay, finally. And so separate, see how it says, okay, there's a conflict here. Because there's a change on both. Where is it? Okay, counting objects, compressing, and then down here you're auto merging, and then there's a conflict with the content in the merge readme. And so now if I open it up again, it has the error and it says head, which means that's like my computer. Remember, it says I edit file on my computer, and then I edit branch online. And so this is what it said online, this is what it says on my file, and it says fix the issue. And so if you do nothing and you just push it again, so you could just say git add everything, and then say git push. Oh, whoops. Git commit merge conflict, which is just the name of the message. It doesn't matter what it says. Okay. Alright, and see, now it went through. And so what happened is it said, hey, there's a conflict up here. Alright, and then I was like, okay, so this is what I have on the head is my computer. This is what I have on some other computer, and I guess that means online. I don't know. But we know where that is. It's on the Git repository. And so, well, the Git repository, my account that I edited online. And so, right here, it didn't want to do it, and it just said, here's what you had, here's what changed, and it's like a conflict. And then you go through, and then you say, just commit it anyways, and then you push it up, and then now on the Git repository, it's going to be like, bam. See, hit file online, and computer, probably be more, see right here. See, all we do is just push that up now. And so if you're actually like doing code or something, this could suck, because if you change code on your computer and somebody else has changed code on their computer, and then you commit it, and there's a conflict, and you decide to commit it anyways, then you're going to just have twice as much code of who knows what. And so either you have to be definitely sure that you're, well, actually having these tags in coding files is going to mess you up no matter what. So if you have a conflict, you gotta go in the file and fix it first. And so yeah, this has been an instructor, like it's a video to help people, and if it helps, awesome. I made it for my own self-reference, so don't be too critical.